Hello and thank you for joining us on the Groupe ESC 3 News Bulletin. Here are our headlines. The graduation took place in March at the Groupe ESC Business School in Troyes. 600 people attended the event, an American-style graduation, because for the first time the students wear a gown and a hat. How is it to live in Troyes when you're part of the international bunch of students? Our reporters followed some of these foreigners in their everyday life on the campus. From the canteen to the library, you will know everything about how is it to be an international student at the ESC 3. And joining me to talk about these topics is Jean-Louis Chaperon. He's Associate Dean of the school and Director of International Relations at Groupe ESC 3. Who said that the graduation in France is a boring event? This year, and for the first time at the ESC Business School, the 200 students wore a gown and a hat. Among them, some international students happy to be part of the team. And guess what? It's one of them who ranked highest in the Masters in Finance. 600 people gathered at the ESC Business School to celebrate the graduation of 200 students this year. Among them, a handful of young and talented students who successfully finished their degree. And this event gave them quite a thrill.
The graduation ceremony is the conclusion, the end day of the scholarship with Groupe ESC 3. So it's a big moment. We are very happy to meet again all our students, international and French students.
I think it's great to meet all the people because we went 4 years together, but we have we did different things. We have different work today, so it's quite funny to be all together today after 4 years.
An American-style graduation party. Here, students also wear a gown and throw their cap at the end of the ceremony. The new alumni come from all around the world: Colombia, Sweden, China, Brazil. 33 nationalities are represented in the ESC group. The Chinese student who ranked highest in the Masters in Finance this year.
I'm very happy, I have to say, and I think I have to thank for this school to give me this honor, and I think this is also a good chance for the other international students. This school is really recommended by my teacher at university, and he told me that this school is very good. It's very young, but there are a lot of qualities and a lot of really good teachers.
To graduate from the ESC Business School in Troyes is a great opportunity for these students. They can prepare their professional life and at the same time discover a new culture and make friends. An experience not to be missed.
In Troyes we have this particularity that we are small but still very moving city. They can discover new things, have new experiences. They can find lectures in English or in French. They will work on with our French students, national students or other international students.
But I think it's very interesting, and it's the best memory to meet the people who live in the country, because we learn better than if we are with people who obviously are in the same nationality as you are.
300 foreign students are currently taking their degree at ESC Business School in Troyes, in all kinds of majors. And like their predecessors, they will soon wear the graduation gown. And joining me now on this set is Jean-Louis Chaperon. Hello. And
nice
welcome.
To meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome on this news bulletin. Every year, how many international students graduate from the ESC Business School?
Well, we just tell you for this year, for instance, that was 47 international students being graduated, in fact.
47?
Which is a little bit more than a quarter of the whole promotion.
And where do they come from?
Oh, what a question.
So
from
many
places.
countries.
Well, you could hear before from China, from Russia, from Sweden, well, from every part of the world, I would say.
And when they graduate, do they all go back to their country of origin? Do they stay in France? What happens?
A very few number of them stay in France. The rest will go back home, but very often with a boy or girlfriend from France.
Of course. But before they begin their internship or their work, the students have one thing left to do: party. Each year, the Students' Association organizes a big graduation party for all the new alumni. This party takes place inside the school. You can barely recognize the place because it's usually already decorated. The students celebrate with music and dance, and they enjoy the last moment before the great leap. The next meetings will be organized by the Board of Alumni. So, after the graduation, are the international students very active in the Board of Alumni?
Oh, unfortunately, I would say not enough. But that's part of our project anyway. We intend to involve them much more actively. For instance, organizing every year a big round here downtown.
And, for example, abroad, maybe one day?
Sure, of course. They already do that.
They already gathered abroad with, they're from Morocco, for example.
For instance, you mentioned Morocco, I would mention Austria. Well, that's a little bit different, but that's the same kind of spirit, you would say.
But what we have to say is that before they all graduate, the international students spend a few years in Troyes. They get to know the city, its region and traditions. A good challenge when you're not even 25 and far away from home. But don't get nervous, our reporters followed some of the international students on the campus, and you'll see that the foreigners quickly get integrated, make friends and learn French. How is it to study at the ESC 3 when you come from the other part of the world? Here are some answers.
Hello, I'm Leena Ylinampa from Finland, and I'm Erasmus student, and I'm studying in ESC 3. And every day I usually go to school like 8 o'clock in the morning or 9:45, but today I have school at 8 o'clock. And here is my flatmates.
Hello, my name is Irina. I'm from Russia, from St. Petersburg. The administration of the school prepared everything for us. So they pick up us from train station to the school, and they prepared our apartments and some little gifts for us. It was very, very nice.
Objectives are very, very high.
Courses are in English, so it's a very good practice to improve my language skills.
Excellent.
French, of course, Americans, Chinese guys. The school is really international base.
They understand how they can reach the customers in a different way from what they're dealing with when they're looking at the local customers and local customs. Internationally, we have to speak the international language.
What's that?
I don't know. Let's try.
Okay.
The food is really good, and I can speak with my friends, with Erasmus friends, with French guys. We have a lot of Erasmus parties here, and every week we go to Cotton Club.
Oh my God. I need some help. I have my CV in French. I made it for my summer job.
Okay, we have a lot of classes with other students which are on other programs. For example, I study here tourism. I'm on the tourism program. So we have classes with international business and management.
So Jean-Louis Chaperon, how does the school provide the fresh faces with help for their flats, for example?
We do have 6 persons, full-time colleagues.
Full-time?
Yes, especially for that kind of help to the international students. That's this year 300 international students being welcomed, which means, well, we have private links with the private sector, for instance. We do have also student residences in other parts in the city.
And do they live all together, or do they have like separate flats?
Well, you would find both cases. We try to spread them out, you know, and being constantly in contact with the French people. But parties have no nationalities, you know.
And your team follows each of the international students arriving in Troyes? How does that work?
Yes, these persons are advisors, which means they explain before the students come to us how it will work when they arrive in Paris, in Roissy airport, which train they have to take in order to join us here. And then I should mention also another kind of help. We do have a student association. The name is International 3, okay, International 3 or Troyes as you wish. And these students organize a lot of parties, a lot of trips around in France, and that is a great value.
That means that people can meet together and speak French and stuff like that.
Yes, even people who come to us with no comment at all of the French language, anyway, they have to deal with that. And after a semester, you would find out of Mexicans who are able to already deal downtown or to bargain the prices, for instance.
Now I've got a strange question for you, Jean-Louis Chaperon. Have you ever had dolphin meat or a piece of jobless foie gras?
Oh,
no.
That's
Apparently
I've
not.
been at many places around the world. Could taste different culinary traditions and so on, but I never heard of that.
No, but of course it doesn't exist. These are not French delicatessen. But in March, students and the public had the opportunity to discover these fake products at a very unusual exhibition called Qualité Féroce, organized at the ESA Designer School. This alternative art exhibition means at deriding the concept of supermarket and more generally the consumer society. A very thoughtful and intelligent exhibition organized for the second time by a French publisher, very famous for its comics. So, Jean-Louis Chaperon, do you think it's important for the student to question the consumer society, especially in the School of Management?
I think it was a big surprise to the international students. You wouldn't find that at their home university, I'm sure. And yes, I believe in this kind of new perspectives, you know, because the traditional marketing theories and so on, they get them already at their home universities. But that's what they are experiencing with us, I'm sure. That will be told further around the world, and that's something we like.
And there is also a specificity in the ESC Business School, is to have a school of design on the campus. What does it bring?
A lot. You know, we're living in a huge competition, because when we proceed exchanges, teacher or student exchanges, we're competing with all schools not only in France, but also all over the world. And Troyes has to position itself, you know. It is sometimes harder to attract students from LA, for instance, to Troyes than to Riviera, French Riviera or Paris. However, the numbers are here, and we are pretty proud about the fact that we can attract people, students, young generation from those huge cities like Shanghai, LA, and so on.
So good luck with that. Thank you, Jean-Louis Chaperon, for being my guest today. It's the end of this Groupe ESC 3 News Bulletin. Thank you for watching, and stay with us.